Welcome back everyone. So in this session we are going to solve two simultaneous equations using the graphical method. And as the name seems, we will be using graphs to solve two simultaneous equation. So let's take two simultaneous equation first. Let's say there is this one equation 2x plus 3y is equals to 16 and x minus 2y is equals to 1. Now, if you want to solve these two simultaneous equation, then the step number 1 would be you need to draw the graphs of these two equation. And in the previous chapter where we were learning how to represent a polynomial on a graph, the graphical representation of polynomials, the roots, when we were finding out the zeros of polynomial, then we also saw the graphical representation of various polynomials. And in that particular lesson we learned how to form a graph of a particular equation, right? So for example, in this equation, if you want to plot the graph of equation number 1, then what you have to do, you have to firstly make a table of x and y over here, and let's say if I put x equals to 0, then you will be getting y is equals to, or let's say y is equals to 0, you will be getting x equals to 8. This is a easier one, right? Then if you put x equals to 0, then you will be getting y as 16 upon 3, right? And so on. That's how you can form, you can get various values, and out of various values of x and y you can plot a graph. Similarly, if you do the second equation, if you do the value finding of second equation, and if I make a table of x and y, so if I put x equals to, or y equals to 0, then I will be getting x equals to as 1, and if I put x equals to 0, then I will be getting y as minus 1 by 2, right? And that's how we can, if we plot the value of x and y in a coordinate x and y axis, then I'll be getting a graph. So I've already drawn a graph of x and y. Let's have a look at the graph. This is the graph of two equations, 2x plus 3y is equals to 16, 2x plus 3y is equals to 16, and x minus 2y is equals to 1. So as you can see this, now try to identify which of these lines is of which graph, right? So you need to identify, see over here the value of x and y is 0 and 8, and as you can see over here the value is, the x is 8 and y is 0, x 8 comma 0 lying over right here, right? So this is the equation of, this will be the simultaneous equation of the first one. I hope it makes, this will be the graph of the first line, right? Similarly, if you just look at the table of second equation, the table of second equation is what, 1 comma 0, and 1 comma 0 is right here, and 0 comma minus half should be somewhere lying down the line. So this, the second graph, the second line would be this one, right? Now if you want to find out the solution, the value of x and y, then the intersection of these line right at this point, as you can see there is this point 5 comma 2, this is what, this is 5 comma 2. At this particular point these two lines are intersecting with each other, and that is why this is the graphical, this is the solution of this particular equation. So if you want to find out the what will be the solution of these two lines, that would be, see the value of x will be 5 and value of y will be 2. In a coordinate system, when you write, when you represent a point on a coordinate x and y axis, then this initial, the first point is represented as the value of x and the second point is represented as the value y, and that's how we can get the solution of any of the equation. Like over here I have achieved the solution of this equation, right? So this is the graphical representation of particular, of two simultaneous equation. Now here comes one important point. What if these lines never intersects, and from right from that thought, there is this nature of roots. The next concepts arises. Let's discuss that in detail. Now, as I was discussing in just before, that what if these two lines never intersects, right? Or there could be any other condition. What if two lines overlaps, right? So there could be more than one conditions for the nature of solutions, right? Now you need to understand this. As I represented, as I described in the last representation, the graphical representation, the two lines were intersecting one time, right? And two straight lines can intersect. If two lines are intersecting just one time, then there will be a unique solution. Then there will be a unique solution, right? That is a unique value of x and y, right? Now, what if those two lines overlaps each other? So let's take a look at this example. Now, as you can see, there are two lines. 4x plus 2y is equals to 14. If this is not clearly visible to you, let me rewrite it. 4x plus 2y is equals to 14, and the next one is what? 2x plus y is equals to 7. And I have plotted the graph of these two equations, and they are lying on the same points only, right? So as you can see, I have plotted this is the table of first graph, and this is the table of second graph, and they both are giving me the same values as 0, 7, 0, 7, 3.50, 3.50, right? And that is why these two lines will be totally overlapping each other. And if I talk about the solutions, then at this point also there is one solution, there is another solution, there is another solution, there is another solution, there is another solution. Since these lines are overlapping infinite, these lines are intersecting each other. Since these lines are overlapping each other, so I can say these lines are intersecting each other infinite times, right? And that is why I am getting infinite number of solutions. So the second type of solutions could be infinitely many solutions. The second type of solutions will be infinitely many solutions. And now how will you identify that there is a particular equation of which we can get infinitely many solutions? As you can see, this 4, this 2, and if I see at this coefficient, this would be what? 1, right? And this 14 and this is 1. So if you just look at this, a1 upon the coefficient of a1, a2, a1 upon a2, and b1 upon b2, and c1 upon c2, these three coefficients, the ratio of these three coefficients are equal, and that is 2 by 1, 2 by 1 and 2 by 1. I hope it is clear to you, right? So condition for two lines to become gives infinitely many solutions will be this. Now moving forward to our third example. Now let us have a look at our third example. That is, see, these are two lines which are represented by two graphs. So if it is not visible clearly to you, let me just rewrite. First equation is 2x plus 3y is equals to 3, and the second equation is 4x plus 6y is equals to 12, right? These are the two equations. Now again, the procedure for plotting the graph will be same. Firstly, I'll be making a table out of it, and then I'll be drawing the graph. And as you can see, these lines are parallel to each other. They will never intersect each other, right? From negative infinity to positive infinity, or whatever you say, they will, right from this end to that end, if you extend this graph, they will never meet. This is like a just in from the real world, you can say this is just like the have you seen the train the lines on which the trains runs, it is somewhat similar to like that. They never meets up, right? So this is a pair of a parallel line and they never meet, and that is why our third type of solution will exist, in which pair of linear equation will gives no solution. This will give no solution. And how we can identify that particular equations will give me no solutions? That is, just have a look at that. 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. But 3 by 4, that is 1 by 4. So if there is a condition a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is not equals to c1 upon c2. a1 upon a2 is 1 by 2, b1 upon b2 is 1 by 2, but c1 upon c2 is 1 by 4, and that is why this condition arises if there is some equation in which the coefficient of x and coefficient of y, the ratio of coefficient of x and ratio of coefficient of y are equal, but ratio of coefficient, the constant, is not equal, then they will give no solutions. So let's just summarize this, all of these equations once. So if the equations are a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. If these are the two equations, then in case of unique solution that we have already seen, a1 upon a2 will not be equals to b1 upon b2. If there is such condition, then there will be a unique solution. But if the ratio of these coefficients are equal, then infinitely many solution. And if the ratio of constants of x and y are equal, but the ratio of constant is not equal, then this no solution condition will come. So there are three conditions, 1, 2 and 3. So in a random, if there are random two linear equations are given, then you can, just by seeing them, you can identify whether they will be of unique solution, infinitely many solutions, or no solutions. So practice as much as you can in order to master these formulas. Thank you so much.